Welcome back, everybody, to Z's Political Couch, the no-holds-barred platform where we cut through the noise, dissect geopolitics, and call out hypocrisy. In today's episode, we're diving into the Don Lemon Show, featuring none other than Bassem Youssef, a man whose sharp wit and unfiltered commentary have made him a global phenomenon. Today's topic, Israel, Gaza, and the crumbling facade of American media. The clip starts off with Lemon trying his best to set the stage diplomatically, but Bassem isn't having any of it. From his takedown of Israel's right to defend itself narrative to exposing the hypocrisy Western's leadership, Bassem flips the script on the usual talking points. Don Lemon, he's playing defensive the whole time. Let's jump in.
What about October 7th? Israel has the right to defend itself.
Maybe it was valid in the first 2-3 days. Oh, what's the proportionate response? But like 40,000 people. So what is your number in that? Is 50,000 enough? Everything that Israel has been accusing the Palestinians of doing, they have been doing it themselves, and nobody seems to give a fuck.
My commitment to the safety of the Jewish people, the security of Israel, and its right to exist as an independent Jewish state is ironclad, even when we disagree.
It's like, are we talking about what is the right thing to do, or what is the thing that he should do to be re-elected? Because these are two different questions. You guys are talking about Hamas, and Hamas has been bolstered and been financed under the eyes and nose of Netanyahu. So I don't even know what kind of conversation we're having.
I don't know if listen, Bassem. Couldn't the people say the same thing about you and about those who support Palestine? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Don Lemon Show. I have the privilege of being joined today by a man of many talents, Bassem Youssef. He's a comedian. He's a news commentator. He's also a surgeon. His cutting satire and the coverage of the Arab Spring Revolution really made him famous worldwide. He's currently the co-host of the podcast called We're Not Kidding with Mehdi Hassan. Bassem,
Hi,
welcome
guys.
to the show. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Don. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
What's on your mind?
What's on my mind right now? I just finished my tour around Europe, and basically I'm coming here recovering from a jet lag until I have another tour in the Middle East. So I'm in between two tours.
But I know Rafa is on your mind as well. Because
Rafa has everybody's mind.
Talk to me about that.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know if it really matters or not. I mean, for 6 months, we've been having the same conversation, the same questions. What do you make of this? Do you condemn Hamas? What is the appropriate response? What is the proportionate response? What would you do? And the thing is, it doesn't matter because this is just noise to fill the air. Israel is just doing what they please, when they please. And it's not the first time. They bombed Rafah, by the way, during the Super Bowl. They bombed it during the Oscars. They started by bombing northern Gaza, and then it's like, oh, just like move to southern Gaza. They moved to southern Gaza, then they bombed them, pushed them to Khan Yunis. And every time you say, that's it, guys, we've got Hamas, we have a whole HQ under a hospital, and do you have a proof? Here's a really cool CGI video to tell you that we have actually an HQ, but then they go in and there is nothing. They bomb hospitals. They lie about bombing hospitals. They blame it on Hamas, and then they go in and they bomb 36 hospitals. They bomb all of the schools, churches, and mosques. There's no stopping. And they will bomb international workers. Oh, oops, it's Hamas. Oops, it's us. But it's okay. We've been there before. And then there's this fake rage. Oh my God, Israel, don't do it again. And then they do it again. So it becomes actually like, it's more of like a parody. It's more of like a farce of the news anymore, because what we have seen in the past 6 months is a microsome of what we've been seeing for the past 75 years. Israel getting away with whatever they want, and then people just like faking the outrage. Biden faking, or whatever leadership in power faking that they're gonna hold weapons, and then nothing happens. So I don't know. Go ahead.
Let me get in here and respond to some of that, because it sounds to me like you're saying, obviously, when you said it's funny, it's laughable, right? It's not funny, it's laughable, and there's a difference. But it sounds to me like you're saying Israel is not being held to account, and no one is going. You don't believe that anyone in the Western world or the international community, you don't think that they're going to hold Israel to account. Is that what you're saying?
Can you show me an evidence that says otherwise? Because they have never been held to account. They have been running away and going away with war crimes underneath everybody's eyes. And maybe people are just like wasting time and asking useless questions. What is the proportionate response? How can we end Hamas? It's just like, it's stupid. I mean, their violation is so much that you cannot keep up. I mean, remember when Trump was in power and you cannot keep up with his lies and crazy shit that he says every single day. Like today, like, shithole countries, it's old news now. It's now he's you can you can grab them by the pussy. It's not that. It's not like you can shoot someone in Fifth Avenue. And it just like becomes so much that it becomes, it's Trump. Now, Israel killed another 15 people. It's Israel. It's fine. Let's just like pretend this fake rage and pretend that there's still some sort of an international law that Israel still is being held up to, but it's not. I mean, talking about international law, when you have 12 Republican senators sending a threatening letter to the prosecutor of the ICC, the International Criminal Court. So like, if you go behind Israel, we're going to go after you and your family. What is this? Is this like some sort of a mafia movie? What's next? They're going to send them an offer they cannot refuse?
So, Bassem, you've heard this a million times. But what about October 7th? Israel has a right to defend itself. And how do you put a number to that? They have to do what they have to do in order to stamp out Hamas.
Interesting. So the right to defend yourself or any right comes with responsibility. Israel did not hold its responsibility for international law. It didn't hold its responsibility as an occupier that are responsible for those people. And it is just, maybe it was valid in the first 2-3 days. Oh, what's the proportionate response? But like 40,000 people. So what is your number in that? Is 50,000 enough? Because I cannot believe that and a country that's been supplied with the most modern technology, they're just like, we killed children. We didn't mean to. We have videos of them shooting little kids in the head, snipers.
This right here is the crux of it all. Bassem holds up a mirror to the Western media's sanitized narrative and its damning reflection. When does the outrage begin? At what body count? This question exposes how arbitrary and performative the proportional response debate really is. Lemon predictably looks uncomfortable here.
Is Hamas hiding behind that little baby, behind his head, is in his diaper? When you tell me that there are human shields and we're just like they're embedded in the population, that is ridiculous. That is meaning that like 40,000 people killed. That means that there's a 40 military target. And this is the whole thing about human shield that I don't understand, because, it's very indisingenuous because people forget. As a matter of fact, B'Tselem, which is an Israeli human rights center, reported on the use of the IDF of human shields, and it goes back to late 1990s. We have multiple reports, videos of IDF soldiers admitting using Palestinians as human shields. It was so bad that in 2005, the Israeli Supreme Court prohibited the use of human shields because it was happening so often, and yet they still continued it. And the worst spit on the face on this is that in 2007, the commander of the IDF in the West Bank, Yair Golan, was reprimanded for approving the use of human shields. But then he was promoted to Deputy Chief of General Staff. 2020, he was elected to the Knesset, then became the Deputy Minister. And 2022, he published a video saying that he was proud using Palestinians as human shields. So can we just like get enough of the deflection, of the projection? Because everything that Israel has been accusing the Palestinians of doing, they have been doing in themselves. And nobody seems to give a fuck.
Okay, Bassem, you said that you don't believe Israel's being held to account.
Yeah.
The Biden administration halted weapons shipments to the Middle East.
Oh my God.
What do you make of that?
God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is, whoa. After $26 billion, after every single weapon in the American arsenal has been sent there. And the thing is, it's just like, it's a little bit, by the way, how many times have you heard that the Biden administration held or delayed the weapons across the last 6 months? Many times. And then they continue giving it. And basically, here's what's really interesting for me. Biden has bent over backwards. He has lost the Arab vote. He has lost a lot of the liberals on the left side. He lost a lot of people because his support for Israel. And yet that is not enough. Basically, he is not like enough. There's nothing enough for Israel. And it's funny that, we are heading to elections right now, right? And a lot of people tell me Biden or Trump. And I tell them, it's a tough choice. I mean, both candidates are competing. Who can be Israel's favorite bitch? Biden, after supplying Israel with weapons, sending 26 billion of my tax dollars to them, and having his spokesman like, Weasel Kirby, gaslighting reporters in their faces every day.
And there it is. The painful truth about American politics laid bare. Supporting Israel isn't about morality. It's about campaign dollars and re-election strategies. Bassem slices through the patriotic pretense, and all Laman can do is deflect. This is where the narrative unravels, folks.
And after that, the Israelis are not satisfied. The conservatives on the right are bitch slapping Trump. How could you do that? How could you leave Israel? And then Trump and Kennedy on the other side, they're waiting. Oh, Israel, pick me. I am the one for you. And it is so humiliating as a U.S. citizen. I'm a new citizen. To see that my candidates are competing not for the betterment of our lives as Americans. Go ahead, sorry.
There are only two choices. And I think I agree. I shouldn't say I agree. I think that Joe Biden is between a rock and a hard place because he is supporting Israel. He's getting a lot of criticism, especially from the left wing of the Democratic Party, for supporting Israel. And it may actually hurt him or cost him the presidency. What would you have him do? Because if he stopped supporting Israel, it would be a major change in foreign policy for the United States. What would you have him do?
Are we talking about what's right or what's good for his re-election?
I'm asking you the question.
No. Are we talking about what's right? Because if he wants to win the election, of course he has to support Israel. The Israeli lobbies, Joe Biden is the highest paid candidate by the Israeli lobbies, $9 million over his career. He's the number one recipient of AIPAC money and Israeli lobbies money. So of course, I mean, at the end of the day, Arabs, I mean, we just sell vapes. So I don't think we can generate that much money. But if you are the United States and you are the leader of the free world and you pretend that you are holding the morals of the world and upholding the international law, you guys are supporting an apartheid, racist, rogue state that has been killing human beings for 6 months, not just for 6 months, for 75 years, really, and you're not doing anything about it. So it's not about like what should he do. It's like, are we talking about what is the right thing to do, or what is the thing that he should do to be reelected? Because these are two different questions.
You really believe that the U.S. is supporting apartheid? Are you saying what Israel is doing is akin to an apartheid regime?
Have you done any research about Israel at all?
Yeah. I'm asking you.
Okay.
I'm asking you.
Bassem Youssef's unfiltered approach leaves no room for Laman's half-hearted defenses, from exposing Israel's apartheid policies to calling out U.S. complicity. Bassem delivers a masterclass in speaking truth to power. Don Lemon, let's just say he's more of a spectator here, struggling to keep up with the sheer force of logic and facts. Thanks for tuning in to Z's Political Couch, where we aren't afraid to ruffle feathers. If this episode fired you up, hit the subscribe button and join the conversation in the comments. Remember, here on the couch, we say what others won't. Stay bold, stay critical, and as always, don't get too comfortable with the mainstream narrative. It's probably lying to you. See you next time.